Aiboh, soy Barkoff y vamos a continuar con nuestra aventura en Dragon Age Origins. Estábamos aquí, habíamos tenido una conversación con nuestros hermanos de la roca y seguramente nos va a esperar una emboscada. Pero... me pregunto si... ¿esto será capaz de abrirlo? Muy interesante. Recordad que si me querréis dar algún consejo, siempre va a ser bienvenido. Armas, armadores. Escudo grande tenebroso. Oh. Este escudo es mejor que el que tengo. No me lo parece a mí. Más fatiga. Bueno. Usaremos el escudo. Vamos a avanzar por donde hemos venido. Correos por aquí. Sí, veo una especie de X en el mapa. No, esto es por donde hemos venido. ¡Ah! Confundida. Vamos a dar la vuelta. Eso es. Nosotros venimos de por aquí. Eso es. Muy bien. Barkoooooooooff se ha encontrado, ya está. No hay problema. Me parecía extraño. Barkoooooooooff va el primero porque es muy valiente. No es nada cobarde. Ya estamos aquí para recuperar un escudo perdido de nuestra familia. Que nos traerá honor. Pero nuestro hermano también anda en su busca. Y es posible que nos quiera dar una sorpresa. Una trampa. No sé si este parración será capaz de... interesante. Quiero decir dinero por aquí. Más cofres. Quizás otra vez pueda abrirlos este personaje. Flechas flamígeras. 3 pulgadas así. No quiero de esto, rollo de este objeto. No. Solo quiero dar abrir el inventario. Esos flechas flamígeras. Inventario es para todos. Aparte las flechas flamígeras. Muy bien. Creo que le devolveré el arco que tenía. Porque quizás sea muy interesante si la rapidez al apuntar. Aunque haga un poquito menos de daño. ¿Otra vez esa trampa? ¿O es la misma? Veamos. No estoy seguro, así que nada lo voy a pasar. Se acercó la cámara de repente. Veamos. Estamos cerca de la encrucijada. Por aquí.
By the stone, it's Trian.
It must have been a darkspawn attack. This doesn't look like darkspawn. No bites, no scratches, no mutilation.
Tened cuidado, los asesinos podrían seguir cerca.
Someone's coming.
Hurry, Father, before it's too...
By all the ancestors. What has happened here?
It seems we weren't fast enough. Balin was right.
My son, tell me this isn't what it looks like.
No lo es, te lo aseguro.
He killed Trian, just as Trian said he would. My lord is innocent.
Sir Gorham, your loyalty makes you a useless witness. It falls to others to tell the story. You, Scout, what happened here?
Trian and his men were here early. It seems they'd done battle with the Darkspawn. Lord Aidukin came up to them all friendly-like, but when we got close, he ordered us to attack.
Es mentira.
I shall discover the truth.
Friendlin Aiboh, you are a good and noble man. Did the scout speak the truth?
He did, my lord. It was terrible. Prince Trian didn't stand a chance. Afterward, my lord stripped his signet ring.
You treacherous bastard! Silence, Gorham! Do you have anything else to say, my son?
Es Balin. Está detrás de
The
todo.
assembly will see through you. Everyone knows I was Trian's faithful second.
Find him. He will be judged before the assembly. To Orzammar.
Traicionado. Barkoff está muy sorprendido por esa traición que nos esperaba. No, sube rota de nivel. Subiremos fuerza. ¿Cuánto fuerza necesitaba para...? No lo sé porque ya no tengo ningún objeto. Subiremos así. Veamos qué hay. Habilidad podremos escoger. Agarramos esta habilidad. Hay que esperar. Se quedaría bastante. Objetos son recibidos. Vendajes de prisionero.
Yes, sir.
¿Qué
My
ocurre?
lord,
Gorham.
I would have come sooner had they allowed it. How are you?
Estoy bien, Gorham. ¿Y tú?
Could be better. I have bad news, though. The Assembly isn't going to call for you. Balin has taken Trian's place in the Assembly. He introduced a motion to condemn you immediately, and it easily passed. He had the whole of the Assembly ready to vote on something completely against tradition and justice. He must have been making deals and alliances for months, if not years.
¿Y qué va a ocurrir ahora?
The Assembly has already sentenced both of us.
Debe haber algún modo de luchar contra
So,
esto.
I can't imagine what it is. My knighthood will be stripped, my name torn from my family records. But I will be allowed to attempt some sort of life on the surface. Lord Harrowmont moved for a similar exile for you, but Balin's supporters overwhelmed him. You are to be sealed in the deep roads to fight Darkspawn until you are overwhelmed and killed.
¿Qué dice mi padre sobre esto?
Lord Harrowmont says the king is taken ill. He couldn't bear losing 2 of his children at once. Lord Harrowmont gave me access to see you so I could tell you this. Duncan and the Grey Wardens are still in the deep roads, in tunnels connected to those you are to be left in. If you survive long enough to find the Grey Wardens, you may be able to escape with Duncan.
Los guardias grises aceptarían entre ellos a un exiliado y asesino.
The Grey Wardens don't care about a person's past. They recruit for daring, intelligence, and martial power. If you can find them, I'm sure you can join them and escape the deep roads.
No me das muchas esperanzas.
I begged to go with you and fight at your side, but Balin's pet nobles wouldn't hear of it.
A mí también me encantaría que pudieras acompañarme, la
I'm
verdad.
going to try to go to Denerim, the human capital. If you make it out, find me.
Cuenta con ello.
Our time is up. May the paragons guide your sword and the stone hold you up.
Lo mismo digo, amigo mío.
I will always be your man, my lord Aidukan.
They are ready for you now. Here is the prisoner, Lord Harrowmont.
Having been found guilty of fratricide by the Assembly of Orzammar, you are hereby sentenced to exile and death. Your name is from this point forward stripped from the records. You are no longer a person, nor a memory. You are to be cast into the deep roads with only sword and shield. Dare to redeem your life by fighting the enemies of Orzammar until your death. Do you have anything to say before the sentence is carried out?
Que soy inocente.
I want to believe that. Look me in the eye and tell me you didn't do this. For your father's sake.
Yo no maté a Tyrion.
I believe you. That means Balin planned this from the start. Believe me, I will spend the rest of my days making sure Balin does not profit by his deeds. Your father asked me to give these to you. This sword and shield are of fine dwarven make. Strike a blow at our enemies.
Dile a mi padre que soy inocente.
I will. Open the doors and let the condemned walk through. May the stone accept you when you fall.
Estábamos vendidos desde el principio. De acuerdo, tenemos que encontrar a los guardias carreyes, utilizarnos una espada. Exiliado de nuestra tierra, no nos queda más remedio que avanzar por donde nos lleven estos caminos, luchando contra engendros. ¿Por dónde? Usa el mapa. Estoy un poco perdido. Ah, por aquí. Extraño. Guarde entonces la partida. Voy a reaccionar. ¡Oh! Maldición. Acaba con ese bicho. Venga, Barkoff. ¡Ah! Vamos, Barkoff. Ah, muere. Recoger todo. Equiparnos. Por poco que sea. Mejor defensa. Bueno, vamos a continuar avanzando. Precaución. Otra trampa. ¡Vamos! Berserk. Vamos a barriga con el escudo. Y ahora... la maldición. Barrigas. Vamos, Barkoff. No vayas, Barkoff. Acabo con ellos. Eso es a la barriga, un escudo. Falta más. Tendremos que volver. Sonido no me agarra en absoluto. No podré llegar allá arriba. Por aquí detrás. Cofre. Veamos el inventario. Este escudo es mejor. Tengo enterrados por aquí. Veamos. Quiero subir por aquí arriba. No sé por qué no puedo subir. Entonces por el otro lado. Ah, por aquí es. No muerto. ¿Cuántas veces de cuerro? Toda protección es poca. Continuamos avanzando por este camino. Todavía estoy perplejo por la traición de mi hermano Pele. Estuve planeándola durante mucho tiempo. Espero que algún día una trampa. Vamos. Golpea. Venga, Barkoff. Espero que algún día pueda volver y hacerle pagar por su traición. Un esqueleto. Otro objeto. No me gusta ese terraño. Otra telaraña. No. Ahora que viene. Vamos. No. Vamos. Barkoff. Bicho. Vamos, Barkoff. Muy bien. ¿Qué me iba a decir a mí que arrastraría? Que anda buscando entre cadáveres de engendros. Para ver si encuentro algo de utilidad para sobrevivir. Solo. Estas cuevas. Despojado de mi título nobiliario. Despojado de todo. Voy a pagarlo contigo. Vamos. Eso es. No tiene nada. Es lo peor de todo. Vamos. Oh. ¿Cuántos más faltaría? Tengo una idea. Vamos por aquí. Vamos de uno a uno. Arriba. Vamos, cargar. Eso es, Barkoff.
As you say.
Muy bien. Una armadura que parece mejor. Requiere 20 de fuerza. Todavía no tenemos tanta fuerza. Investigar por aquí. Es posible que este sea el camino principal. Voy a darme la vuelta. Pero si encontraré algo más de interés. Quizás sería los caminos principales. Oh. Creo que no, esto no va a realizar. Vamos. Vamos, Barkoff. Barkoff, cabrón. Hay que correr. No, no he luchado. Esto me lo llevo. ¿Qué ocurre aquí? ¿Por qué no se puede darme? ¡Ah!
It's a dwarf.
Lord Aidukan, what are you doing here alone? Where are your troops?
Me alegro de volver a verte, Duncan.
And you as well, although I'm still filled with questions, such as why are you here in these tunnels alone? May I ask what happened?
Vale, me ha traicionado.
Ah, you have been made to walk the deep roads, then.
You mean you were exiled? What happened?
I do not think matters of dwarven honor are any business of ours. You need not answer, friend.
Gracias.
It is not the way of this order to pass judgments on the pasts of others. You've already proven yourself both resourceful and skilled, and I would expect nothing less from an Aidukan. I've been searching for those with your level of ability. Your exploits in the Deep Road set you apart. As leader of the Grey Wardens in Ferelden, I would like to formally invite you to join our order.
Acepto.
Then welcome. We leave immediately for Ostagar to join with the human forces facing the Darkspawn hordes led by King Kaelan. Stay close. There are still Darkspawn around every corner.
Si alguien sabe decirme cómo se usan los emplastes curativos, por favor que me lo diga.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago, to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Cailan. I didn't expect a
royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is he?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all. Ho there, friend. Might I know your name?
Soy Barkoff, Majestad.
Pleased to meet you. The Grey Wardens are desperate to bolster their numbers, and I, for one, am glad to help them. It's good to see one of the honorable stout folk outside Orzammar.
La verdad es que abandonar Orzammar no fue idea mía.
Sounds like there's a story behind that. You must regale me with it sometime.
Si Su Majestad lo desea.
I do. I'll make sure to have the finest dwarven brew brought up from the palace cellars. After we've dealt with the blight, of course. I've been to Orzammar. King Endrin invited my father to a grand proving long ago. How does Endrin fare these days?
Soy su hijo, y la última vez que lo vi estaba bien.
Well, it seems your story may be even more interesting than I suspected. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to Ostagar. The Wardens will benefit greatly with you in their ranks.
Sois demasiado amable, Majestad.
I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
Parecéis muy confiados.
Overconfident, some would say. Right, Duncan?
Your Majesty, I'm not certain the blight can be ended quite as quickly as you might wish.
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here.
A pesar de lo cual, no pareces demasiado tranquilo.
Despite the victories so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
¿Qué querrías que hiciera?
Wait for reinforcements. We sent a call out west to the Grey Wardens of Orlais, but it will be many days before they can join us. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can, and look to turn Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
¿A qué te refieres? ¿Qué ritual?
Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the joining, in order to become a Grey Warden. The ritual is brief, but some preparation is required. We must begin soon.
Maravilloso. Pues en ese caso acabemos con esto de una vez.
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Until then, I have business I must attend to. You may find me at the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge, should you need to.
Bueno, pues vamos a dejar por aquí el capítulo de Dragon Age Origins. Espero que os haya gustado. Y ya sabéis, like para MORRE Barkoooooooooff. Adiós.